Shanti, Shanti. Om Namo Brahmaya. Om Shudesmati Puranam. Karunalayam. Namami Bhagavapadam. Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Keshavam Vadarayam. Sutrabhashakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Guruvameti Murti Veda Vibhadne Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. 14th mantra. Uttishtata Jagrata Prapyavaran Nibodhata Shurasya Dhara Nishita Duratyaya Durgam Pathastat Kavayo Vadanti You see, Uttishtata. May you become a mumukshu first. May you become a jignasu. Then sometimes we say, things are taken for granted. To gloss over. Then you might be coming across the Indian community abroad. They think they know religion. They think they know spirituality. They think they know Upanishad. They think they know what sadhu is. They all think they know. All our family members think they know what I should be, what a sadhu should be. Human birth is so rare. All the species, beginning from bacteria, or COVID-19 bacteria onwards, living in GB to human. All types of crows and cows and animals and birds and aquatic animals. When you go to sea, it's all wonder. Scuba diving, it's a wonder. What is so rare? The rare thing is this head. They are all called Tiryaka. Tiryak means their whole thing is parallel to Mother Earth. Mouth, stomach and excretion. One line. Little up down. By and large, parallel. So mouth is meant for eating, eating is meant for excretion. That's all. The whole life is eating and excreting. Nothing else. Birds get up and keep going. We enjoy them, chirping. They eat. What's the purpose of life? Fishes keep moving in the sea all the time looking for some food. Insects, mosquitoes, poor fellows. So their whole life goes in eating. And the system is such that the processing is very fast. So they can keep eating 10 times if you give them. Eat. If you have a pet dog, though you give them twice, but then like that, they can eat thrice, 4 times. Even some of them don't get enough food. Therefore, they are always hungry. We are only perpendicular. They are like this, we are like this. Only human beings. It's all top. Head is on the top, eating is in between, processing, expression is down. Different. In Sanskrit, this is called Uttamanga, the best part. Anga, all are limbs. The best limb, Sreshta limb, most superior limb. What makes it superior? Therefore, Swamiji used to use a word, who has a head over a shoulder. There was head in the line with the shoulders. Head over shoulder means we have buddhi, thinking capacity, abstraction capacity, to understand in 3 dimensions, capacity to understand, capacity to postulate, capacity to imagine, capacity to desire out of the box, think out of the box. You can desire anything and everything. They can't desire beyond that much. I often say, here we have a jungle, 100 kilometers, where there is a forest, habited by Asiatic lion, very graceful lion. Only Africa has and India has it. And that is a basic term for mangoes. Our special, we have known all over India. You had a mango juice one day? No? And they were telling you.
Yes.
Ajish?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Now, this is pre-ad. They see those ripe mangoes and fallen mangoes in the forest, but never thinks of exploring whether should I eat this. It may smell, and mind tells there is a binary, no, over. Yes, over. You have freedom, Gnana Shakti and Ichcha Shakti is unique to your buddhi. They desire so many things from childhood. They desire to be like that. And you become. Another gift is Kriya Shakti, hands. And the best is the thumb, like this design. Imagine your activity without thumb. Waking up onwards, brushing the teeth, taking shower, you need hand thumb. Dressing up, eating, cooking, driving, and WhatsApp, mobile. Without thumb, you wouldn't have been using mobile. Kriya Shakti. I see these cows. Now I don't have time, but I used to brush them. He knows this. With a brush, you just massage them. My God, they feel so happy. A fly sits here, they can't remove. This is durlabham, very rare. That buddhi is given for moksha. That's the ultimate possibility. You can gain moksha. You can live a life of dharma, or you can give. To spend the life in some pleasure and some money and some power, they also do. They all figure. So many billionaires have come and gone. Who cares? Nobody remembers. There is a imaginary happiness in my status. God will remember me. I am in this club. I am in this class. All imagine. Values, mithya maya. The human birth is designed for moksha. Uttishtata. May you arise to this goal. Means at least think and be moksha. Then be jignasa. Doesn't occur that I have to pursue that narama. Uttishtata means vimukshu bhava, jignasu bhava, jagrata. When you wake up, means you destroy the sleep. Destroy the sleep of ignorance. Get out of this ignorance which is responsible for this cycle of birth and death you have it. Grow out of it and be free from it. Uttishtata jagrata. How? Prapya. Prapya means upagamya. Approaching. Going to a teacher. Varan means teachers. Approach with an attitude. What was told in Mundaka. Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmana. Samit body. With humility. With attitude to learn. With attitude to surrender. Nibodhata. Prapya varan. Study and know the self. Someone say, no, I'm fine in this samsara. I'm okay, happy here. It is not the ghora rupa. It is all full of pain and sorrow. As I was saying, this whole life, whatever may be your age, 30, 40, 50, not a single day, Swamiji used to say, 24 hours, you felt content. I'm satisfied. All possession, there is always something to be done. Some hurt, some guilt, some pain, some bruise, emotional, physical, some apprehension. What will happen now? This is all ghora rupa, anarthakari. Anartham, it gives you exactly what you don't. Arthak means what you aspire, what you desire. Anarthakari means it gives you something which you don't want. That is dukkha. Nobody wants dukkha. Nobody wants to be unhappy. As they say, nobody wants to hold on to hot potato. You remove it, the potato. Anarthakari always gives you dukkha when you don't want. However calculative and perfect and planning you may do, you get not today but tomorrow. Your house becomes a source of dukkha. Your car, your spouse of course becomes a source of dukkha. Your children, emotional, this. Today, pain or dukkham of have-nots is nil. What you don't have is almost nothing, nil. All psychological problems, emotional issues, tremendous stress, tremendous anxiety, tremendous fear, tremendous pain. Formerly, the external things, amenities were not there. Now it is on fingertip. This as I wonder how we survive without telephone, without any intimation. People used to meet at railway station. I'll come in the evening, you come in the evening, and the meet is for this train and find it out. Now minute to minute communication is available. Then so much psychological. It is, samsara is full of pain. Wherever you go, whatever you do. And therefore, they say, nahi upekshitavya. You should not neglect. You should not delay this. As I mentioned in the earlier class, they always say, Swamiji, it's too early to turn to spirituality. As though you are guaranteed the life of 80. There is no guarantee. Yamaraja can pick you up next moment. You don't know how it is. They always postpone this. The least priority is one's own spiritual growth. I was to come for the camp, 19 persons cancer. And then you wonder what for the cancer. 517 bothered to give the reason. Suddenly say, we are not coming. Just 2 days ago. And then so many guests are expected on Shivratri, 90. would be here. And others, 115 were here. So we booked some places outside. They are not coming. Why? My fellow said, my son might come from US. He is 50, you are 72. Enough of son. Now do this. That too might come. Shruti is like a mother. Out of compassion she does. Like when a child gets admission in a good university and parents are spending heavily, they tell, now please study, use this. When I was of your age, we didn't get these opportunities. You are getting. So study out of compassion. Shruti, Matru Sahasrebhyo api hitaishana Shruti. Shankaracharya says. Like 1,000 mothers, she is so compassionate. She wants the child to be free from dukkha. Jagrata prapya varan artha kama. Pleasure and security is natural purushartha. First time when I went abroad, around 2000, since then I have been wondering, I observed the lifestyle, 98, 97, the Western lifestyle. In a week, 5 days is work. They have to work 8 hours full. And the town planning is such that everybody spends 1 hour going, 1 hour coming, minimum. And during 8 hours, you have to give your 100%. So when you come back, you don't like to drive while returning. Therefore, they have cars with only brake and auto suspensions. They discovered because of that you can't keep doing like this. So 10 hours. By the time they come home, they are so exhausted mentally. And 1 or 2 hours they do something and then cooking and then sleeping. 10 hours, 10 to 11 hours for arthoparjanam, earning. 3 to 4 hours for daily chore. They have to work. 7, 8 hours sleep. In between 1 or 2 hours kama. Some TV or some game or something they observe. 5 days. Out of 24 hours, each of us have 16 hours only. 8 hours sleep is gone. Out of 16 you spend 11. That means 75% of the life is spent in earning. 75%. And another 10 to 15% spent in daily chore. You have to shower and get ready and put the things in order. If she is a lady, she has to cook. Hardly 5-10% is left for kama. No place for dharma. No place for moksha. What a lifestyle. And on weekend, the fellow is so stressed out, he's waiting for Friday to blow. The stress gathered together, he wants to blow. So Friday is a day for me enjoying kama, watch TV and goes to party and comes back at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, watches movie at home. Fun. That means next day waking up late. And then Saturday starts, you have to mow the lawns and do laundry and bill, all paper is gone. Sunday starts crying, oh, tomorrow I have to go to office. They live weekend to weekend. See how lucky we are to be born in India. More so we don't work, still we survive. And you don't survive in America, except teaching, you don't do anything. That there is a provision in the culture, the religious leaders is supported by society. Nobody would support there. Outside that, all those Maulvis and fathers and priests are paid salary. They have a target to convert this method, to take this mass and give prayers and all, they are paid. Absolute freedom. Out of love, Shruti is telling, please pursue. Let it be the priority, not the last priority. Human mind finds an excuse not to do this. Last one. This happened, that happened, I gave it up. It is almost pleading. And then if you get it, some punya karma, Shruti says, and suppose you got it this, but don't think we lose. Why? Shurasya dhara nishita duratyaya. Duratyaya, shurasya dhara. It is like sharp edge of a razor to walk. Walking on a sharp edge of a sword. Just as you are walking on a sharp edge, it's possible that it will cut your feet and you will fall down. So it is like that. So be careful. It's why so? The vastu that is talked about is very subtle. You know, I myself have so many experiences, and you too. Every time you listen to Swamiji or class, you feel, now I understand. Now I understand. But every time it is now I understand. It's so subtle that slowly you progress. It doesn't click so quickly. Even though I honestly confess, because when Puja Swamiji, I knew his way of thinking, because association, he will tell this, he will tell this, I can make it out. So I knew how this story will come. I knew this will come. But every time he improvised the story. So that slothfulness not there. I was very alert to find out what's the difference, what's the new thing. He was always fresh. I felt. Swamiji used to say, and people tell me also, Swamiji, now your teaching is better. Teaching is same, your understanding is better. It is not my teaching is improved. And some of them used to tell to Swami, a few them told me also, after visiting abroad, foreign countries, you are really improving great. Your communication skills are improved. This is because very subtle. It's so subtle that you don't see the things. And every time you see more. You see more. Therefore, there is a vakya, Ashcharyavat pashyati kaschidena. Studying is an ashcharya, wonder. This whole journey is joyous. You can have more joy provided you don't get carried away by your own mind, wrong priorities, wrong justifications, improper values. I have told you or not, I don't know. When we went for the course, 3.5-year course, Puja Swamiji told first day, introduction. Nobody, very few of us knew him then. It was not, now itself, those who come for the course, they are all the students. In those days it was through advertisement. Come, I want to teach and why you go? And like every Indian has idea what is spirituality, what is Swami, what is moksha, all notions we carry. Indians have that idea. The life, my own family used to say, oh, you are opting for this. It will be a very difficult life. You are too soft for that life. You are living in comfort, will not be there. Be careful, think twice you are going somewhere. What's the big thing here? We had a room and we had 24 hours water supply, electricity, everything was there. Imagination of life. You may get bhiksha or you may not get food for 2 days. Be ready for it. All imagination. They have all ideas about who the Swami is and what Swami should be. It is another problem. So, Swamiji say, going to tell you today, the same thing I am going to tell the last night. And in between daily I am going to repeat. The same thing. You are all taken aback, yeah. But I promise you, each day of your stay here would be more relaxing and more joyous than the previous. Because you will be more closer to yourself. The self is Ananda. I'll take you to that. Just keep the eyes and mind open. Eyes, ears and mind open. And I know some of the students, old acquaintance, in the beginning, in 82, 84, Swami used to come to Baroda and used to call those old friends and hey, come, listen to this. It was a shock for them that this fellow went to Sadhu and he's calling, let us see that Guru, who is that? They used to come for 2-3 days. I was expecting a comment. They would say, what a Swami, what a Lord. It has opened my eyes and something new. I would ask them, well, how do you find it? Good, but he's repeating a lot. There's nothing new. There is nothing new. What he told first day, he has been telling all these days. Each day should become more pleasant. That can begin if you are ready. Shurasya dhara nishita duridya. So it requires a very subtle buddhi. So subtle like walking on a sharp edge of an instrument. Be very careful. It is very difficult task. But remember, not impossible task. But it is very difficult, I don't want to do. That also is wrong logic. I will do only simple things. That doesn't give you moksha. You have to pay the price. You get total freedom. So it requires total concentration, it requires total commitment. People think it is difficult and therefore not meant for us, which is also a wrong notion. Many people tell this, don't study Vedanta, it is not meant for us. What do you mean by not meant for us? It is meant for every human being. Why do you say not meant for us? Even if you are a sinner, it is meant for you, provided you listen properly. And provided you are willing to work upon yourself. That is beautiful. Every day is a joy. Every day is a fulfillment. Therefore, the Shurasya dhara nishita duratya durgam patastat kavayo vidanti. It is not to make you diffident, lose enthusiasm. It is to be cautious, so that you may not take the things for granted. Opportunity to study, opportunity to be exposed to this vision, sometimes it is taken for granted. As they say in Sanskrit, Ati parichaya jayate agunya. When there is long association, it breeds disrespect. Start looking at him as one of us. So Ishvaro Guru Radha, that Guru Buddhi should be there all the time. And then Sukshma Buddhi is there, then only. So what is required? Tat paras sanyatendriya. In Gita it is said, Tat para, total commitment, total enthusiasm that I want to achieve. There can be dry commitment. I am committed to it, I want to achieve. No. If it is out of understanding, you are ever fresh and enjoy the pursuit because it is you. look at this. You know, one thing, nobody is tired of, nobody is fed up of looking at. Same, that is your face. You always love to see yourself. Having woken up, you see in the mirror. Dressing up, bathing, in the elevator, in the car, in the office, every day you want to see yourself. You are never, however, you may have nth number of complaints about the face. Eyes are not good, hair is not good, color is not good, shape is not good. What? Complain. And therefore they spend time. It should be like this. All cosmetic industry is because of non-acceptance. Or at least a desire to improvise myself, my look. You are never tired. At 50s and 60s are also not tired. He has been looking at from age 4 or 5, 60 years. Almost 21,000 plus number of days he has been watching himself. And every day if you see 10 times, it means what? 200 million times you have seen, but never tired. That face, that you about which you have complained. The skin color you don't like, shade you don't like. Teacher is like a mirror. Teaching is a mirror who shows you yourself, which is the most beautiful, which is free from any limitations, which is free from any dukkhas. So you should be more enjoying. See, one should look forward to this more and more, provided you are ready. Otherwise, it's a dry commitment and sometimes you swerve from this pursuit. You move away because there is no clarity. That subtle buddhi. When the course got over, our course, Swamiji gave always option. 3 years he stayed. Now he would allow people to get married, to go to job, to go to family, whatever you want to do. So he used to call each one of the brahmacharis and ask, hey, what's your plan? He asked me, what's your plan? I said, can there be any other plan? You can't think of other plan. You want to be drenched in this wisdom now, henceforth, because you got the insight, the vision. There cannot be any other plan than this. It's always joyous journey, provided you are ready. That is called Kshurasya Dhara. Nishita Duratyaya, you know. That is Nishita. It is Duratya, you know. Duratya means difficult to cross. It's difficult to walk. But it's a spiritual path. This is a very common saying in India. Spiritual path is very difficult. Walking on the razor edge. This is told that you may be careful. Not that you cannot. It is like driving in India. Okay? You Westerners will feel it's impossible. But you start driving, you will learn. You will know how to protect yourself, how to drive. Like eating in India first time when you eat. Then slowly I have seen them drinking Himalayan water. You know, formally they carry bottle, then you get used to. But you can't drive the way you drive in the West. You have to be careful every time, alert. In the Western country, if someone takes a sight, he gives a signal from a distance. Rickshawalas will never give sight. You have to anticipate. And then you shout at them, they say the leg is outside, it is my sight signal. It is like this lady all on a scooter. You know, the people drive very crazy here. Especially school girls and middle teen, generation came back. The lady was in the evening, suddenly took a turn to some street. When she took a turn, that fellow screeched. Madam, you should give side. How do I know you are turning? She says, you are new on this side. I have been daily taking turn. हमें नवाज हो भाई, वो तो रोज आवाज ओढ़ती. You are supposed to remember that. And somebody may overtake you from the left. You don't know how the things are, So you cannot be loose. There you can afford. Just put it on autopilot mark and then relax and talk and highway go. Some of the highways nobody is there on the road even. You can find even a cup of tea or after some miles you will get something. Especially when you drive from New Jersey to Toronto on 401 or some highway, nothing is there for miles together. So that you will never find in India. And even if you find, anybody can come from this side, anybody can come from this side. So it is to make you alert, not to sort of dampen your enthusiasm. Nishita Duriptaya Durgam Patha. Patha means path. Is full of difficulties, obstacles. What are the obstacles? The worst obstacle is human mind. Nothing else. Your own mind is a worst obstacle. As I say, human mind is a producer, director, actor, scriptwriter, screenwriter of a movie. Keep on recollecting. All unpleasant things, all unwanted things. That is what it makes it difficult. The body, mind is mine. They have my body, my mind. So they should obey me. Yes, they should support me because it is mine. Like my staff should support me when I am in problem or crisis, whatever, or routine work. But they don't. You know why? Because all these years they have been supportive in the pursuit of Arthaka. If this fellow has to go for a meeting early morning, he will wake up and go. He has to miss the lunch for meeting, he will miss. But not Ekadashi Upvas. They support you for pursuit of Arthakama, but not more. That is why it's a worst obstacle. So that journey is difficult. Durgam Patha is mainly for two reasons. One, you need to have some subtle intellect where you can appreciate what is true. You can see the things through and through. You don't gloss over the teaching. You don't take the teaching for granted. That is one. And second requirement is Sukshma Darshivihi. You have to be very subtle, perception-wise. Things very subtly. Thereby you see yourself also subtly. Your limitations, your value, your attitude, your ideals for success, etc. are looked into it, analyzed, and capacity to drop it off. Befriending the upadhi, unless you make it, it becomes difficult. One more thing, please understand. When it is said Durgam Patha, path is difficult, there is general feeling in India. Oh, knowledge is very difficult, like walking on the edge of the sword. Bhakti is simple. Yoga is simple. Karma yoga is still simple. Knowledge is very difficult. Bhakti is also not simple. You do one japa or one bhajan, first line you remember God and the mind goes out. In just 5 seconds it is off. You cannot concentrate. In fact, the most simple thing is knowledge. The simplest of everything is Gnana. Provided you are ready. When you are ready, you just find, oh, it's so simple. Like think of your childhood. When you were primary student or secondary students, each one of us has a tendency. Teacher used to give homework or reading. What would you read first? What homework would you do first at home when you come here? What you like most? Some would do mathematics homework, some would do Hindi homework, some will do social studies, anything you finish first. And your friend says, I don't understand this thing in that subject. I don't know, it's so simple. You say to your friend, it's so simple, why don't you understand it? It is not difficult. For him it is difficult. Because his base is not strong. He is asking for solutions in algebra and poor fellow doesn't know arithmetic properly. He feels bad. It is difficult. He doesn't like mathematics. Whereas that guy is very good in biology. You tell him what is that, I'll take back. Come. It's very simple. Knowledge is neither difficult nor simple. If at all you want to say it is simplest. Provided you are ready. And the most difficult is also knowledge. If you are not. If you don't enjoy that qualifications in terms of inner infrastructure, any knowledge is difficult. And it is all simple. So I often used to tell to students and teachers when I used to take workshops, teachers primarily, the teacher's job is not just to teach the subject. First job is to create a love for the subject. Then you don't need to teach. Student will learn by himself. Like somebody likes painting. They create themselves. Somebody likes cooking. So they don't need cookery book. They improvise cooking. What math CS said, they will improvise this and make this way. So the love is something which gives you push, which gives a fillip to your efforts. And the love is there only when you understand it, see the benefit of it in your life. Then love is natural. How you have changed, how it is useful. And this is all life science, day-to-day science, nothing beyond. I'm not talking something abstract. So, if you are ready, simplest thing is knowledge. Like if the eyes are ready, it is P, it is D. Immediate, right, simple. Nothing to do. But if not ready, it is P or B, D, or you keep doing like this. You won't see that. Eyes are not ready. You keep changing the glasses. Or you have a cataract. Then you see that what is written, what is the problem is not. They say, reading is very difficult. Nothing is difficult. Remove the cataract. Ajnanatimirandasya jnananjanashata. Guruji removes cataract. So, patrata, in terms of shraddha, and in terms of certain subtlety, knowledge is simple. Mind creates obstacle. That is what we have been talking about, kashaya. All these kashayas, undigested, unassimilated, unresolved experiences, flashback. Non-accepted. This is how happened, so what? Forgetting. How can I forget this? Okay, then free. Keep on nursing the bruise. You have a bruise and you keep on doing this. Why do you do that? Even when somebody has died, they keep on remembering the bruise. Even that. So, this thinking that knowledge is very difficult and path is very difficult, therefore not for us, is a wrong thing. Bhagavan says in Gita, api chedasi papebhya sarvebhya prapapuruttam. You may be the greatest of the sinner. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. Never in the past, never in the future somebody can be like you. Sarvam gnana plaveneva vrijinam santarisha. You will cross this ocean of samsara by the raft of knowledge. Knowledge is so simple. So, first of all, wake up from the slumber of ignorance. Be ready for the knowledge. Araya uttishtata, jagrata, shurasya dhara, nishita duratya, durgam patastat kavayo vadanti. Kavaya, the learned one, the wise ones say that it is difficult. Those who have crossed. Difficult only in handling your own. Difficult only in fixing your priorities. Difficult in processing your unconscious. Otherwise, it is not difficult. So, having said this out of compassion, Shruti concludes with the next mantra. We will see it. Sorry, today evening. Om Purnamada Purnamida Purnamada Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. A small announcement for you and information.